Welcome at the second day here in the Budokan, the Nippon Budokan, the second day of judo at the Olympics here in 2020. Of course 2021, but it's still calling 2020. Today we have two categories, the category women under 52 kilograms and the men under 66 kilograms. And maybe today history is in the making in judo, because we have the two Abe siblings, the brother and sister Abe. They're fighting today, won the world championships already as brother and sister, but of course they want to do one thing: both become Olympic champion today. Well, I was fighting, my brother was fighting, and that feels really nice when you fight at the same day. Both won the European championships once. We had, of course, brothers that won the world championships, but we never had a brother and a sister that win the Olympics. And today it is possible. Let's look at the 52 category, please. If you know, yes, first we will see the category break.
The under 52 kilograms is the domain of the history maker, Mylinda Kelmendi. In the lead up to the 2016 Olympic Games, the Kosovan trailblazer dominated the category, winning 2 world championships. Her and her country's first in Rio in 2013, and then in Chelyabinsk in 2014. Before she finally fulfilled her destiny by claiming her nation's first ever Olympic title in Rio. But since that historic moment, the balance of power in the category has shifted. Japan have now unearthed one of the most exciting judoka on the planet, one half of the amazing Abe siblings, Abe Uta. 2018 saw her burst into life, taking her first world title at just 18 years of age. She then aimed to prove it was no fluke 1 year later in Tokyo, and found herself in one of the most anticipated matches in all of judo, against the legend of Kelmendi. It was an epic encounter, but nothing could stop Abe. Having proved herself against one of the greats, she went on to defend her title in style against Russian dynamo Natalia Kuzyatina in the final, and looked to be in a league of her own. But her 3-year undefeated streak was to come to an end just 3 months later in Osaka, where French tactician Amandine Bouchard succeeded where so many had failed, defeating the Japanese starlet in her own backyard to show that nobody is unbeatable. Abe was crestfallen. But like all great champions, she bounced back. Just 3 months after her defeat in Osaka, Abe used the 2020 Dusseldorf Grand Slam final to once again slam shut the door on her rivals, avenging her defeat to Bouchard and re-establishing herself as the undisputed favourite. 2021, however, has been a game of cat and mouse, with the big names looking impressive but mostly avoiding each other. Meanwhile, the rest of the chasing pack has been building to a crescendo. First up, the judoka who contested the Rio Olympic final against Kelmendi, Italy's Giuffrida. The determined Spaniard Perez Box, who took silver at the World Championships last month. British rising star Chelsea Giles earned a famous win over Kelmendi earlier this year to prove she belongs at the top. Belgian Newaza specialist Van Snick is always a threat. And the breakout star of 2021, Uzbekistan's Keldiarova, will be hoping to spring a surprise. The category has been simmering nicely, and now the under 52 kilograms is ready to boil over.
Well, absolutely top category, the 52, and of course the big favorite today is Abe Uta. When she comes, she wins, but lost one time, and that was against Bouchard. Bouchard from France. She's here also. She won the Masters this year. She was the European champion this year. And if there's somebody who could beat her, that would be Bouchard, because she did it one time. But all the other times when Abe comes somewhere, she wins the gold medal. For Bouchard, it will be quite difficult. If she wants to beat Abe, she has to reach at least to the final, if Abe gets into the final also. But it's quite an interesting draw. We see Bouchard on the left top side. She's the highest seeded, of course, as the European champion, the Masters winner. I think she's the favorite in this highest block, together with Guciotina from the Federation, the Russian Federation. Guciotina, what can we say about her? She won an Olympic bronze medal in 2016. Multiple medals at World Championships, at the Masters, Grand Slams. She's been here for a long time. I think these two are the strongest fighters in the left block. Then on the downside, we have Kelmendi, of course. She's still the reigning Olympic champion in 2016, already 5 years ago now. Is she still good enough to get to the medals again today? And let's see. Ramos and, of course, Perez Box. For me, Perez Box is one of the outsiders. That sounds a bit strange because she won a silver medal at the World Championships. But I think that was a medal that not everybody expected. But she is in absolutely good form. On the other side, we have Giuffrida from Italy. She won the silver medal at the Olympic Games in 2016. And I think one of the outsiders also from Belgium is Van Snick. Won a bronze medal also at the Olympics, but in 2012, so almost 10 years ago. That are the favorites. Abe Uta, will she win the gold? We will see it today. Let's go to the men. Under 66 kilograms. And of course also the big favorite there is Abe. But there are a few really strong competitors for him today. Let's see.
In less than 2 years, Manuel Lombardo went from junior world champion to senior world #1. In 2019, the Italian took golds in Tel Aviv, Abu Dhabi, and the prestigious World Masters. And after becoming European champion this year, Lombardo has recently cemented his place at the top of the category by claiming his first senior World Championship medal in Budapest last month. He effortlessly dispatched each of his opponents and ended the day with a silver, only bested in the final by the world #2, the reigning and now double world champion, Maruyama Joshiro of Japan. Incredibly though, Maruyama is not the man chosen by the Japanese to recapture the under 66 kilogram Olympic title, a title not theirs since 2008. The past 4 years have seen Maruyama battling for supremacy with another Japanese superstar, Abe Hifumi. It's been a back-and-forth rivalry, with the pair almost inseparable. With their head-to-head standing at 2 wins each, Japan decided to give them one more match, a one-off televised spectacular from judo's spiritual home, the Kodokan in Tokyo. With the pressure almost unbearable and the fight 20 minutes into golden score, it was Abe who claimed victory and his Olympic place by the narrowest of margins. But it will not be plain sailing for Abe. Not only does Lombardo boast a victory over Abe, meaning their head-to-head stands at 1-1, but there are a number of other athletes in the mix at 66. Foremost among them, Rio Olympic silver medalist and former world champion An Baul. The Korean has had an impressive return to form, earning 2 gold medals from his 2 World Tour outings this year, including the Masters in January. The man Anne beat in the Masters final, Baruch Shmailov, carries Israel's hopes in the category. Georgia's Margvelashvili will be seeded third, having consistently medalled over the last 6 months. However, he hasn't struck gold on the World Judo Tour for nearly 3 years. His most recent World Tour final in Tbilisi saw him lose out in spectacular fashion to the man seeded 8th, Nuralayev of Uzbekistan. Yondon Perenli is the latest attacking sensation to come out of Mongolia. Go toe-to-toe with him at your peril. And Gaetero Martin will carry the torch for Spain. But with Lombardo and Abe destined to meet in the semi-final, the other spot in the final presents an opportunity. Who can step up?
The level of fighters in this category, it's amazing. If we look at the draw, so we have Abe as 2 times world champion. He's here to win the gold. We all remember that he really had to fight hard for his place at the Olympics. Not only to beat foreigners, but he had to beat Maruyama in a fight. It lasted like 20 minutes. He's the one to watch today. But in my opinion, if you look at the draw, what's happening in the left side, that's unbelievable, because we have Lombardo. Lombardo, for me, one of the biggest chances of beating Abe. Lombardo, he's in such a good shape. Silver medal at the World Championships, the European champion. He's the highest seeded. But in this block, look, Safarov, Sedeksanov, Nuralayev, Vieru, all in one block. If we look at Sedeksanov, silver medalist at the World Championships in 2018. If we look at Vieru, bronze medalist in 2019 at the World Championships. If we look at Safarov, European champion in 2020. Nuralayev, multiple Grand Slam medals, all in one block. And then on the downside, there's Abe. He will be fighting, if he is in the semifinals, of course, because he has to win his fights to get into the semifinal. But in this whole block from Lombardo, Safarov, Sedeksanov, Nuralayev, a few guys, they know for sure, okay, I'm not going to medal today. And they're all capable of winning a medal at the Olympic Games. On the other side, we have Anbol, the silver medalist in Rio, lost against Basile. Of course, that was for him, he was at that moment the best. He was the world champion at that moment. So I think he still feels the loss of this final. Will he be able to beat Abe? On this side, we have Yondon Perenli, bronze medalist at the World Championships. And for me, Yondon Perenli, that's a fighter you want to watch. It's unorthodox style, the Mongolian wrestling style. It's really fun. He always goes for it, absolutely maximum. So if you're watching today, watch Yondon Perenli. Gaetero Martin from Spain, we've seen him before. Santaraya, already 6 medals at the World Championships. First time he won a gold medal was in 2009, so 12 years ago in under 60s, and he's still there. Margvelashvili from Georgia. Shamilov, bronze at the World Championships in 2021. Then we have the Israeli Shmailov. There are so many strong fighters in this category. Let's see who will bring the gold medal. Will it be in Japan for Abe? Will the brother and sister Abe win the gold medals, or will it be somebody else? We will see it later on. Have fun. You will see the link now where to watch from your country. Normally, of course, we as IGF, we can provide you with all the judo, but that's difficult because now the rights are with the IOC, but you can see in your country where you can watch the judo. And I know for sure today will be an absolutely brilliant day. Let's see if history will be made by the 2 Abe siblings.